This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Projection and lies. Projection and lies. For a long time now, especially with the advent of Donald Trump in politics, actively in politics, I've been talking about those two things. Projection and lies. It is a pattern in practice for Republicans or conservatives to lie and to project the things they are guilty of onto the other side. Last night, a remarkable thing happened on Hannity. Not remarkable because it's unusual for the pumpkin-headed bag of puke, Sean Hannity, but remarkable because they're still trafficking in this complete and utter nonsense. He had Kayleigh McEnany, who should come as no surprise to anybody, is now a paid Fox News contributor. But he had Kayleigh McEnany, the former Trump press secretary, on last night to whine and complain about her mistreatment while press secretary, but also to offer up some weird challenge to Jen Psaki, the current Biden press secretary, that she owes the Fox News audience an appearance on Hannity's show. Anyway, I've got two clips here, and then we're going to talk a little bit about just how ridiculous all of this is.
No one person knows more about more of this than Kayleigh McEnany, who we can now officially welcome as a member of our Fox News family. We're glad to have you, Kayleigh. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Good to join you, Sean.
Well, I did notice that Jen Psaki said she was asked if she had any good wishes for you or if she'd join you, and she said, sure. Question, would you be open to that? I'll open up my program. She's willing to do a wide range of programs. I'd love, circle back, Jen Psaki to come back on this program. Do you think you were treated as the way she is treated, or were you treated differently?
Well, I think it's obvious to anyone who has watched the press briefings, it was an entirely different treatment by the press. I mean, for one, she was asked what Joe Biden thought of the Antifa riots, and, her answer was that she hadn't spoken to him. If I would have given an answer like that, it would have been unacceptable. The headlines would have been egregious and appalling afterward. Look, I respect her for saying that she would be willing to go on Fox. She has been on Fox and networks that will challenge her, as they should. But you know what? I guess my question is, where's Joe? It's been 41 days. At this point, President Trump had multiple press appearances, press conference. President Barack Obama had as well. Joe Biden needs to step up. We need to hear from him. He needs to engage in the transparency that he promised us. He hasn't thus far. Okay, now she went on Fox News Sunday. That's on the Fox Broadcast Network. If she really wants a diversity of views, now I'll make two offers to her. She can come on with me one-on-one. Love to have her. Or I will let her debate you or discuss the issues of the day. But I guess she'll circle back with me on that, or what do you think? Hey, I would love to see you interview the press secretary, Sean. You would have some hard-hitting questions that, man, conservatives would want to hear from.
What? Why would the current press secretary of the White House debase herself by appearing on Sean Hannity's show? Those wouldn't be hard-hitting questions. It's propaganda hour, like every other hour on Fox News, which traffics in white supremacy with hosts like Laura Ingraham and Tucker Carlson. She owes you nothing, Sean Hannity. The other side of this is Kayleigh McEnany whining about her treatment. She did it a little bit there, but went further in this next clip.
Sean, on my first day, I mean, if you think of the questions I was asked at the podium, I was asked about allegations of that nature that were false allegations, but allegations nonetheless against the president. I was asked if I would ever lie to the press. I said no, and I kept my word. I never did. We had footnotes to everything we ever said. But those are the flavor and the variety of questions I was asked at the podium. And by the way, we had to anticipate at the podium. But those are questions we've heard crickets. They just don't simply get that degree of scrutiny in a Democrat administration as you would in a Donald Trump administration.
Well, you did an impressive job, and I don't know how you did it. There's not enough money on this earth to make me. Well, actually, I might do it just for fun. You know, there is a fun aspect to that at moments, but you did a great job. We're honored to have you here. Thank you so much for being with us, and we're looking forward to having you on a lot. Thank you.
Is Hannity drunk? What a mook! And in the temerity, again, here we are, projection and lies, acting as though there's some double standard with the way she was treated comparative to Jen Psaki. Unbelievable. The only difference here is how much she lied. She did it again right there. I kept my word. I never lied to the press. We had footnotes on everything. It takes literally as long as it takes to type in the question or type in the statement, Kayleigh McEnany lies, to come up with a plethora, a myriad, an abundance, a cornucopia of instances of her lying to the press and by extension the American people. Remember Trump's health care plan? Here's a moment from September.
The President is giving a healthcare speech on Thursday. Is this finally going to be his long-awaited comprehensive healthcare policy? Because there are doubts that such a thing actually exists.
No, it certainly does exist. The President, in the next week or so, will be laying out his vision for healthcare. Some of that has already been put out there, like telemedicine and lowering the cost of drugs. But the President and protecting pre-existing conditions. But the President will be laying out some additional healthcare steps in the coming, I would say, 2 weeks. Yeah. Yes.
And it wasn't the only time. Remember the moment on 60 Minutes with Leslie Stahl, where she brought out this giant book, this giant binder that was supposed to be Donald Trump's healthcare plan, that she says on camera, is this the healthcare plan? Yep, that's the healthcare plan. It wasn't. She lied. She's a liar.
We were scheduled to take a walk with the president around the White House grounds.
I've got a lot of questions I didn't ask.
While we waited to see if the president was coming back,
Rich?
his press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, came in with a hand delivery.
Leslie, the President wanted me to deliver his health care plan. It's a little heavy.
Oh my God, this is his health care plan.
Yes.
Okay, Kayleigh, thank you.
You're welcome, and the Vice President will be with you shortly.
Okay. And the president's not coming back?
The President's giving you a lot of time.
It was heavy, filled with executive orders, congressional initiatives, but no comprehensive health plan.
And of course, after the election, peddling lies about election fraud, about Democrats' motivation to be in bed with rigging a free and fair Democratic election. So much so that even Fox News host Neil Cavuto couldn't take it, cut away, and announced that she'd better have proof because he's not going to play that nonsense.
Illegal vote.
Well, I just think we have to be very clear. She's charging, the other side is welcoming fraud and welcoming illegal voting. Unless she has more details to back that up, I can't in good countenance continue showing you this. I want to make sure that maybe they do have something to back that up, but that's an explosive charge to make, that the other side is effectively rigging and cheating. If she does bring proof of that, of course, we'll take you back. So far, she has started saying right at the outset, welcoming fraud, welcoming illegal voting. Not so fast. We'll have more after this.
Just a few of hundreds, maybe thousands of lies that have been puked forth from the mouth of Kayleigh McEnany in service to Donald Trump and the Republican Party. She is a liar. She is not to be trusted. And to try to put herself on the same level or the same plane as Jen Psaki is just laughable. Projection and lies. More of it. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. You can leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can also email me, daily@dollemore.com. I would appreciate hearing from you. If you dissent, I'd really appreciate hearing from you. I would also appreciate if you consider supporting my work here on YouTube for as little as $2 a month. You can help support my work by becoming a channel member. Click the join button down there below the video and help support my independent analysis and commentary on the news, growing this operation one channel member at a time. I love you guys. Follow me on social media. I'd love to connect with you there. And I'll see you next time. And until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.